Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where you're tuning in from. But I'm Michael Mattis, entrepreneur, business owner here in New York City. And today I'm going to be giving you 7 tips on how to look like a professional on Instagram. All right. So Instagram is my favorite platform right now, and more people are coming onto it. And as they're starting to see, other business owners having results, I'm starting to see more and more people asking, how could I get on Instagram? How can I stand out? How can I brand myself? How could I get more customers? How could I get more visitors to my website? Well, in today's video, I'm going to explain to you how exactly to get started in the right direction and get the ball rolling. All right. So first thing, have a profile picture, and not just any profile picture. Have a picture of yourself. It's just like Facebook. If you want to look like a professional, you have to have a clear, legit picture. Can't be a picture with someone else. If you're married, that's okay. If you want to post a picture of you and your girl, your boyfriend, that's all right. But make sure it looks professional at least. But don't post, silly photos as your profile picture. You want to stand out. It doesn't mean you have to be in a suit necessarily, but, just make sure it's a clear picture of your face and make sure people could see your face. And also, in terms of profile, do not make your profile private. Make it public, because for me, if I go to your page and I see that it's private, I'm not going to follow you. Even if you have 10,000 followers, I'll be less inclined to follow you. Okay? That's just me. And I know a lot of people that's like that too. So people, before they even push the like button, they want to know what you're about. So if they can't see your photos and your videos and your feed, to give them a hint of what you're about, then they're not gonna be, inclined to follow you. You want to give them a reason to. All right. So number 2, have a all right. Sorry about that. Have a completed bio. All right. You want your profile to stand out, right? So wouldn't it make sense to complete it? Put a description of your business and yourself and what you're about. Don't just put 3 or 4 words up there and have it look like a skeleton. You want to give people a reason to follow you and get them engaged. So to do that, you got to complete that bio. Put 5 or 6 bullet points about yourself. You can look at my profile and see an example. So if you're into fashion, if you're into music, put bullet points in your bio about that. And if you have a business, put a little description about your business, and add a link also. You can't be in business and not have a website. So whether it's a website or a YouTube video or a blog, just have a link to something. Something is better than nothing. Now, if you're trying to build an email list and grow your customer base, you want to have a landing page set up. So have a link, directing people to that landing page. All right. So number 4, incorporate videos into your marketing campaign. Videos, video is now, video is the future, videos is to infinity and beyond. Videos is hot. So if you're not using videos, you're slipping. You're slipping. Whether it's a 10-second video or a 30-second video, make a video, share your personality, take people behind the scenes, what you're doing, ask questions, if you don't have any ideas of how to put out content, just make a 30-second video, repeating a quote that you like. That's very simple. Instead of making a post about it and going to your text app, to your graphics app and making a nice little picture quote, just come on camera, make a 30-second video reading a quote and why you like that quote. Simple. But use videos in your marketing. Ask questions. Ask your audience important questions. Get them to engage in your stuff, so that way you have some feedback. Number 5, use niche specific hashtags. I see people do this a lot. It's a big mistake. Like the way Instagram is now, like there's over 700 million people on Instagram. So it doesn't make sense to use random hashtags all in one, because people are not gonna find it, and if they do, it's gonna be like halfway down the discover page. And if someone's in the auto industry and you're in the music industry and you put a hashtag, car fanatics or car porn, and you're not in the auto industry, it wouldn't make sense. Same thing, with if you're an athlete, you put a hashtag like hip hop music on one of your posts, which is fitness related, it wouldn't make sense. You want to use niche specific hashtags, so you have to do research. Take some time out your day and go on Instagram and look at the top 20, 25 hashtags, and don't just use one worded hashtags, because those are starting to fade out and getting less and less views, less searches, especially because there's so much content being posted on Instagram. Like if you don't have a large account, you're not going to be shown in the discover page, and your post is not going to get shown in the top 9. So it's better to use not only your own hashtags, not only industry specific hashtags, but use what I call long tail keyword hashtags or long tail hashtags, meaning using multiple 2 or 3 worded hashtags, like entrepreneur lifestyle, grind hard, working overtime, fitness junkie, or, my healthy lifestyle, living healthy. What's another one? Men's style guide, men's magazine, woman fashion bloggers, 3-worded hashtags, 2-worded hashtags. Use more of those, and your post will more likely to be seen in the top, in the top 20, below the top 9, and it will stay up there longer because less and less people are searching for those, and less people are posting hashtags or posting, videos and images with those hashtags. So you're more likely to have your content stay up at the top longer, and you're more likely to get more likes and comments on those. So yeah. All right, moving on. Use Instagram stories. All right, so Instagram stories is one of my favorite tools right now. Instagram, like it is big, and it's gonna get bigger, because now here's the thing with Instagram stories. Remember when I said, put out, more videos on your profile? Well, Instagram stories is a great way to do that, because there's different kind of features you can use now. You can use the rewind function, you can use the boomerang function, you can use the normal 10-second video clip, or you could, go live. A lot a lot of people are going live. So it's a lot. It's less complex now, to create videos and create content. All you have to do is, make a 10-second video, download it onto your phone, and upload it onto Instagram. Make a description, put your hashtags in there, and boom, you're done. So utilize it to your advantage. Also, another benefit is you could put hashtags in your Instagram stories now. So, let's say you're out and about at a sporting event. I'm in New York. Let's say, you're at the Yankees game. You could take a picture of the field, of the players, wherever, hashtag Yankees, put it in there. And if that's a trending hashtag, it's going to show up in that, trending story. So I've been doing this a lot, and I've been getting more and more views on my Instagram stories, and also more views and visits on my profile, and also more clicks on my website, because I've been integrating, hashtags in my stories. And another thing, you could also use geotags or geolocation. If you're going somewhere and whether it's somewhere fun or somewhere boring, you could turn on your location and take a picture and tag the name of that location where you're at. Especially if people like to eat out a lot. If you're at some restaurant that you like, turn on your location, add the geolocation onto that picture, and when people search for that restaurant, they'll most likely see your posts with that geotag in it. So use Instagram stories. It's big, and it's gonna get bigger. All right, I promise you. And last but not least, interact with your audience. It's one thing to have an account, with 70,000 followers, but if you're not interacting with your fans, with your customers, then what good is it? It's like having a white Porsche and you're not even driving it. You gotta interact, man. Like, that's why it's called social media. It's not all about selling, and getting people to buy stuff from you. It's an interactive community. You got to be social, just like you're going to networking events and be social. You have to be social on social media, first and foremost. So what does that entail? Replying to messages when people send you something. If it's something spammy, then you probably don't need to respond. But reply to messages. Send messages to your new followers. Introduce yourself. Don't just be a fly on the wall and go look at their profile and not respond to them. People do that a lot. Like they just be creeping in the woods. New follower. Who's this? Oh, okay. Next. Go about your day. Ask questions. Introduce yourself. Let people know what you're about. If you get a new follower, go on their profile. Like a couple of their photos, comment on a couple of their photos. That will get people's attention. Like, especially if you're brand new and you're trying to grow your account. That's key. You really gotta do that more often. Go on people's profile and interact with them. Show some love. Double tap, comment. And tell them, come back over to my profile and do the same. But don't just get a bunch of followers and not interact with them. That's lazy. That's late, especially if you're in business. You're not really building no like and trust with your audience. People are more likely to follow you when they know who you are and they know what you're about, and they could see and sense and have a connection with your personality. So that's about it. I hope this makes sense. This video went a little longer than I wanted, but it's very important that you do these things, because Instagram is becoming a very big ocean to play in, and a lot of people want to participate. and take part in it. So if you wanna swim with the big fishes, you gotta do these fundamental things before you can start growing your account and maximizing your account. And, and long term, potentially, making revenue from your account. So get to it, get on it. This is Michael Mattis. Follow me on Instagram at Michael_Mattis. That's MIKAEL_Mattis. All right, MATTIS. I'm on same handle for Twitter, same handle for the Snap. But yeah, get to it, guys. Stay focused, be consistent, and share your personality. Laugh a little bit, man. It's not always have to be serious. Laugh a little bit. All right. So if you have any questions, just hit me up. All right. Peace.